Hello readers, welcome back on our channel. So in our today's video, we are going to read an important article from the Hindu newspaper, and this article is about the Start Up India initiative. So now let's start reading. This article is talking about how Startup India initiative have impact over the Indian entrepreneurship. So now let's talk it how lack of representation for marginalized group as well as heavy clustering of startups in certain regions have led to entrepreneurial disparities. So now this article is talking about that there are a clustering of startups in few states, but rather in few states there are many disparities by at looking at this table. You can see that there are recognition of startup under Startup India initiative as highest in Maharashtra. And if you will see the highest table, it's around 8,000 around in Karnataka, in Delhi, in Uttar Pradesh, in Gujarat. But when you will come over the uh, another side, that is about Meghalaya, Arunachal, Mizoram, Sikkim, Ladakh, Lakshadweep, so it is very marginalized, it is very low. So whole of this article is talking about disparities. There are differences. What are the disparities between different type of states? Means there are a cluster, a group of startups in few states, but in few states it is very less. So now let's start reading from here. Now, a research paper from Dublin City University in Ireland. So it was all about that. A research paper was published in Dublin University of Ireland, and that research paper had reviewed about that how India's entrepreneurship policy, that is Startup India, affirm its positive impact in reducing regional entrepreneurial disparities. So now, by this research paper, this research paper was talking about that how India's Startup India initiative is giving a very positive impact over the entrepreneurship program, and by this way, there are regional disparities. So as we have talked about that, it is very different in very different regions. Like in the Maharashtra, it is highest in Karnataka because of Bangalore and because of it. So that's why it is. But by this moment, there are lots of things happen and disparities have been removed. However, it cited, but this also cited, this research paper have also talked about lots of shortcomings in addressing the underrepresentation of women and marginalized caste group in the national startup ecosystem. So this as a research paper have also talked about that there are less number of women entrepreneurs are there. So the representation of women is very less in these startups, and also marginalized caste groups is also very less in its national startup ecosystem. And the paper was published in the Economic and Political Weekly in December 2021. So this paper was from this weekly. Startup India. So now let's talk about Startup India. Startup India was introduced in 2016 as a clarion call to innovators, entrepreneurs, and thinkers of the nation to lead from the front in driving India's sustainable growth and create large scale employment opportunities. So, Startup India movement was started in 2016 by considering that all of the innovators, entrepreneurship, and thinkers they should leave from the front for giving a boost to the country's sustainable growth also, and also create large number of employment opportunities also. So by this way all of these were working. Ministry for Commerce and Industry, Minister for Commerce and Industry, Piyush Goyal informed the Lok Sabha the other week that the entrepreneurial portal had more than 65,000 startups registered. So now, from in the things around 5.5 year, around 65,000 have startup have been registered over the portal, as according to the minister, of which 40 attained the unicorn, and from 65,000, 40 have attained the unicorn status in the last 12 months, bringing the total as of, so now in the since last month 14 have reached the unicorn level. So now as of all over 90 startups have achieved the unicorn status in India. He stated that India ranked third among global startup ecosystem. So now India's position in global startup ecosystem is third. Addressing regional entrepreneurial disparities. So now we will be reading that why there is the regional, like in different states there is a disparities uh, about entrepreneurial schemes or entrepreneurial activities, why there is a less number of startups in different regions. The evidence collected by authors of the research paper suggested that the networking, training, and mentoring facilities provided by Startup India alongside entrepreneurship outreach campaign in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities helped address regional entrepreneurial disparities in India. So, by this research paper, it has been said that there are lots of things required for this process, like networking, for the training and the mentoring facilities, and which have been provided by the Startup India, and by these campaigns in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So they have helped in removing these type of disparities in India. So by these campaigns, by this training, by these mentoring facilities, apart from Tier 1 cities, it have also removed the disparities. The program was aimed at scouting entrepreneurship from these cities and integrate them into the portal. So the mainly the of target of program was like talking about the entrepreneurship from these type of city, Tier 2 cities, Tier 3 cities, and integrating them with the portal so that they can take the benefit from the government. It would then facilitate a network between venture capital funds, angel investor, bank, incubator, accelerator, universities, legal partner, consultant, and research and development institutions. So simply it is about when different entrepreneurs which are coming, they have any idea, startup idea or any product, something, and they are coming from Tier 2 and Tier 3 support, but they are lacking in legal support, in any type of research work, any type of networking from in the capital. So when government will link them with their portal, so by this portal all of investors, banks, legal partner, universities, incubator will be able to find them and will be able to connect with them. The paper states the initiative helped redirect many states government policy making in favor of startup. Tweeting from Startup India's report, the researcher mentioned only 4 states had dedicated startup policy prior to his launch. After its launch, as of December 2019, 23 states and 2 union territories had formulated a dedicated startup policy. So by this paper, it was that when before that very less state government have any type of policy regarding the for favoring the startup, for boosting the startups, and by this report, that's when this report was came in 2018, there were only 4 states which have a dedicated type of startup policy, but when this policy have been launched, so as December 2019, around 23 states and 2 union territories had formulated a totally dedicated startup policy. So this type of changes have been made by in Startup India, and it was all in this video. I will be making a next video for reading the rest part of this para. So we'll be meeting in the next video.